Hi and welcome back. This is the Body Bar and I'm Tristan. Today's class is going to be a full body sculpt class, so you're welcome to this whole class using only your body weight, but if you want to add a little bit of extra resistance, we're going to be including a light loop band. So when you're ready, let's begin. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to take our loop band and we're going to thread our hands inside it so that our palms face in. That band is coming around the wrists. We're going to send ourselves down to the end of our mats. So get your feet nice and wide so they're about mat width apart, toes are pointing diagonally out to the corners of the room. From here, just roll those shoulders back and just settle in because we're going to take this down to a plank. So take a big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bend into those knees, take your hands down towards the mat and take a few walks out to come into a plank. When you get there, you're welcome to either drop the knees down, or if you're feeling up for it, you're going to lift those knees in that plank position. Slowly start to walk the hands back and bend generously into those knees to lift yourself all the way up. Take an inhale, take it down, walk the hands all the way out, hit that plank position, drop the bum down, and slowly bend into the knees, start to walk it back, lift yourself all the way up. So a nice dynamic warm-up, just so you can get into every little crevice of that body, starting to get the heat going. Lift yourself up, inhale, exhale, take it down, walk those hands out, hit that plank position, slowly start to walk it back. We're going to do two more like this. Inhale, exhale, take it down, walk it out, hit that plank position, slowly bend into those knees, take it all the way back up. This next one that we take down, we're going to hold it there. So walk it out and come into that plank position. Maybe you want to drop the knees down here. Otherwise, stay nice and lifted. We're going to start with that left arm. We're going to lift it off and press out to the side. Right, lift, left, lift. So it's a little press apart. You're going to feel those shoulders and you're going to feel the core stabilizing you. We're trying to keep our bums nice and low. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Drop those knees down, uncurl the toes, come into a little shell stretch just to catch your breath for a moment. Big breath in and exhale, lift yourself back up. So bring your knees a little bit closer so they come a little bit more in there, about hip width apart, and spread those fingertips out so that band, if you have it on, is going to be causing it resistance. You're going to feel those shoulders firing up. Send your knees slightly further back behind you so they're not right underneath your hips, and you're going to uncurl your toes here. From here, we take it down for a little push-up. So take a breath in, exhale, lower down, and lift. Those elbows are going out at about 45-degree angle. We're lowering down, keeping our neck and our head in line with the upper back. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide. Draw those tummy muscles in. Last 4. Woo, exhale, 3. Good, for 2. And 1. Lift it up, open those knees out, take it back into a shell stretch, catch your breath. So we straight into it, so you should feel super warm through all the muscles in your body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, slowly roll the spine back up, press into your hands, curl the toes under, lift yourself up, and take that band, and we're going to step inside it now. So it's going to come just around the tops of the knees, so just above those knees. Not exactly on the joint, slightly a little bit above it. And from here, you're going to bring your hands to your hips and bring your feet about shoulder distance apart. We're going to take it down into a squat. So let's go down and up. Think of keeping your chest facing forward and sending the weight back into your heels. For 6. Good. Take it down. 5. Exhale for 4. And for 3. Last 2. We're going to hold the next one down. Hold it there. So I'm going to mirror you. So it's going to be the right leg goes down to the floor, left leg follows. Right leg lifts, left leg lifts. And again, down, down, lift, lift. So we're leading with this right leg each time. Lift, lift, lower, lower. And we're staying really low in those legs. So as you're lifting, you're coming just about midway. We're not fully extending. Good, last 2 this side. Down, lift, lift, last 1, down, down, lift, lift, full extension, take a breath, lower back down, left leg, down, down, lift, lift, take it down, down, lift, lift, good, down, down, lift, lift, 3 more, down, down, lift, lift, last 2, down, down, lift, lift. Last one, down, down, lift, lift. Full extension all the way up. Turn lengthways on that mat and take it all the way back down so you can come into a 4-point kneeling position. We spread the fingertips out nice and wide here. If you need to rearrange your band, just so it's not going to dig into you, just get it nice and open and it's staying around that lower part towards the knees. Okay, so spread those fingertips out, bring your hands right underneath of your shoulders, knees are underneath of the hips. And let's start with the left leg, curl the toes under and do a little donkey kick to lift those legs up. So keep the bend into the knee and you're flexing through the foot to really press that foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale and inhale. Think of keeping the weight nice and even over the hands. Draw those tummy muscles in so that we don't overarch into the back. So if you're lifting too high, you're going to feel that arch into your back. So lift just in line with that hip. Good. Up and down. Exhale and inhale. 4, 5. Woo, last 4. And 3. Yes, this is 2. The next one we hold it there. Extend the leg, bend it in. Extend and bend. Maybe your band starts rolling. That's okay. Allow for that little bit of roll. That does tend to happen. Just really think of keeping that leg high in line with that hip. 4, 5, and in. 4. Yes, last 3. And 2. We hold the next one extended. Hold it there. Lower that foot down towards the mat. Really think of keeping that weight over towards the center. Lift and lower. So now it's a long, straight leg. Think of length from the top of the head all the way out to the bottom of the toes. It's a lift and a lower. 4, 5, down, and 4. Spread those fingertips out. 3, yes, last 2. Hold the next one lifted, hold it there. Circle that leg around. Make a nice full circle. Point through those toes like you're drawing on a chalkboard behind you with the feet. Nice big circle around. 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Take it the other way. Think of real engagement through the glutes, through the hamstring to keep it lifted. I know it starts shaking and it starts burning. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Bend that leg, flex the foot, pulse it up to finish. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Come for that shell stretch. Really reach those arms, stretch out the glutes, reach all the way down to the end of the mat. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more big breath in. And exhale, lift yourself back up. Spread those fingertips out. Maybe rearrange your band if it's rolled a little bit. Mine definitely has. Bring it just to above that knee joint. Make sure it's nice and open so it's not going to hurt into you here. Spread your fingers out, bring them right underneath of your shoulders. Tuck the right toes under now and flex through that foot so you come up into that little donkey kick and lower. Lift and lower. So you're thinking of pressing away from the ground, thinking of keeping that weight nice and even between those hands. Really flex that foot to lift it up. 4, 5 and 4. Yes, last 3. And 2, let's hold the next one lifted, hold it there. Extend and bend. Reach and in. So you're welcome to point through your toes here just to get that extra little bit of length. 4, 5 and 4. Last 3. Yes, this is 2. We hold the next one out, hold it there. Lower down and lift. Draw those tummy muscles in and lift. Again, it's going just in line with that hip, so you're not going to overarch into your back. Your back is like a table here. And lift. Good. Last 4 and 3, 4, 2. We hold the next one lifted, hold it there. Now make those big circles around, going one direction, because you know we're going to reverse it here. 4, 5, 4, nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Take it the other way. Reach through those toes. 4, 4 and 3. Last 2. And 1, bend that leg, flex the foot, pulse it up, lift and up, kick up towards the ceiling. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Open those knees out as wide as your band will allow you. Come down into a shell stretch and just take a big breath here. In through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more big breath in. And exhale, slowly roll your spine all the way up. Just turn onto your bum and take your band to take it all the way down towards the arches of the feet. So slip it around the arches of your feet and take yourself back into that 4-point kneeling position. Let's sit back onto our haunches and interlace the hands so we can just circle those wrists around. Just give them a little bit of a break. It's quite a lot on the wrists here, so nice big circles around. Good, really get into each joint there. And you can reverse that circle, start taking it the other direction. And when you're done with that, give them a little bit of a shake. And we're going to come back into a plank position, so spread your fingertips out. If you really dislike it on your arms here, on your wrists, you can lower yourself down, come into a forearm kneeling plank. So that is the modification here. Otherwise, keep your knees down. So either on those forearms or on the knees, or if you're feeling a little bit extra and you want to challenge yourself, you're going to lift up into a full plank. You're going to drop your bum down nice and low and press away from the ground. We're not going to be here for too long. We're going to go with that left leg and bring it in towards the elbow. Reach it out. Bring it in. Reach it out. We're just here for 4 and out. For 3. Good. Flex that foot. 2. Woo. Last 1. Reach it out, find your center again, left leg lifts and lowers, lifts and lowers. That band might move, mine's come up all the way almost to my ankle, that's fine, just lift and lower. For 2 and 1, place it down, place your knees down, rearrange that band if you need to, bring it back around the arches of your feet because we're going to go to the other side. Spread those fingers out nice and wide. Lift yourself up, right leg now comes in and out. If you're on the knees, that's fine. You can take your knee down and do the same thing. Bring that leg in, reach it out. For 4 and out. For 3, reach out. Last 2 and out and 1. Reach it out, catch your breath, lift that right leg up and lower. Lift and lower. Maybe try some on the knee and then lift up to challenge yourself for the last 2. And 1, and place it down. Little tiny shell stretch just for a moment. Lift yourself up, come back for that plank. Left leg steps out as wide as the mat, right leg steps out. Left in, left out, right out, left in, right in. One more, left, right, go right now, right, left, 2 more, right, left, last 1, right, left, and lower everything down. Open your knees out, back for that little shell stretch. You can come up onto those tented fingers here. So you make those wrists just come into that flexion just to release them for a moment. Drop your head down between your shoulders and catch your breath. Really fiery through the core, through the shoulders here. And the legs are working to help with that lift. Take a big breath in and exhale, slowly start to roll your spine all the way back up. Come to seated. Let's take ourselves over onto our bums. Keep the band around the arches of your feet and lower yourself all the way down. Whew, doesn't that feel nice to be off of our wrists now? Take your hands and let's interlace them behind our heads. The feet are going to be in those bands and you're going to lift your legs up, so they're going to come to tabletop, and it's going to be about hip width apart because it's as wide as your band can keep a bit of tension onto it. Bring your legs to 90 degrees here and let's take a big inhale. Exhale, let's lift the head and shoulders and imprint the spine so your back is nice and flat against that mat, so there's no space between that lower part of your back and the mat. Then from here we're going to start reaching the right leg out, bring it in, left leg out, bring it in. So flex through those feet to keep the band there, and you're reaching out on the diagonal. Those legs are only going as low as you can keep your back nice and flush against the mat. Reach out and in, reach out and in. So you find that place that feels good for you. Maybe you're lifting a little bit higher. Maybe you're going onto a really high diagonal. Or maybe you can go really low. As soon as I do that, my back wants to come off. So you have to find that spot that works for you. From here, we're going to start drawing little semicircles with those legs. So as you're pressing out now, you're going to press out to the side and around. And switch. And switch. So stabilize through the pelvis. So you can really reach out of those the legs to the side and out. So really engage through the core to keep your hip bones facing up towards the ceiling. Yes, let's reach out and out. Inhale and exhale. You can either stay with that or we're going to add a little bit of rotation. So we rotate opposite elbow to opposite knee. Exhale on that rotation. Keep those little semicircles going for 6. Good, last 5. This is 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Bring everything in. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Little rocks from side to side of that spine. And let's place those legs down. Bring your feet nice and close in towards your bum. Still about hip distance apart. Hands come down onto the mat, palms face down. Let's stretch out those hip flexors. Take a breath in. As you exhale, do a little tilt of that pelvis to close that gap underneath your back and start to roll the hips up towards the ceiling. At the top, take a breath in. And exhale, start from the upper back. Start to roll all the way down, passing through an imprinted spine. Release to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, tilt the pelvis. Squash that little grape under your back. Roll it up. Take a breath in. Exhale, start from the top of the spine. Roll yourself down, pass through that imprint position, release to neutral. And again, inhale. Exhale, tilt and roll, roll, roll. Feel each vertebra peeling. And inhale. Exhale, tilt, feel each vertebra peeling down and release. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, tilt and roll, roll, roll. Take a breath in. And exhale, start to peel the spine all the way down and release. So now we're going to lift up just in one unit, so there's no rolling through the spine. So take a breath in. Exhale, engage your glutes and the hamstrings, lift and lower. 2 breaths. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Think of keeping your knees along the same line here. We lift and lower. So that they're tracking along that same line. They're not wanting to just flop out to the sides. You really have to engage the glutes and the hamstrings. Keep the tummy muscles nice and engaged so at the top you don't overextend and pop your spine up. Exhale and inhale. 4, 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2. We're going to hold the next one. Lift it, hold it there. Send the weight over into that left foot. Right foot is going to lift up and lower. Switch, lift and lower. So flex through the feet so that band stays on there. It's offering a lot of resistance. And we have to focus on keeping those hips nice and in line with each other facing up towards the ceiling. Lift and lower. 4, 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. And place the bum all the way down. Lift your legs up, hug them in towards your chest. Little rocks from side to side with that body. Catching your breath here again. Very nice. Let us take that band. Keep it around the arches of the feet. Just make sure it's nice and open there again. Place your legs all the way down. And we're going to turn to lay on our sides. So keep that band where it is and just bend the elbow underneath your head. Make sure that your legs are nice and long and your whole body's in one long line. You can place your hand down on the mat just in front of you to stabilize you here. Keep length through your neck as well. So think of length all the way from the ends of your feet to the top of your head. Flex through both feet, and that top leg we're going to do a little lift and a lower. A lift and a lower. So that leg is only lifting just slightly higher than your hip. And you want to keep tension on that band the whole time. So we're not allowing that leg to go slack, the band to go slack. So you're going to bring your hand now, place it onto your hip here. If you can stabilize yourselves. And you can really feel that feedback. Feel your hip lifting up. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Place it all the way down. Just catch your breath. Let's take that band, lift it up, and it's going to come now around your knees. So open it back out and bring it around just above that knee joint. Lower yourself down and bend both your knees now. Again, your hand can either be onto your hip or just in front of you here. Let's keep the toes together. Just that top knee is going to lift and lower. Really focus on keeping those hip bones facing forward. So you'll see if you lift too high, you want to roll back onto that hip. So keep the hip bones facing forward. We lift and lower. For 4 and 3. Last 2. And 1, place it down, the whole leg now lifts up and lowers. Lifts and lowers. Think of keeping your toe in line with your ankle and your ankle in line with your knee, just so you don't do any funny weird deviations with that foot. And lower. For 4 and 3. Last 2. And 1, place it down, give it a little tap because I know it starts to burn. Now let's lift that whole leg up, kick it out down towards the end of the mat. Bend it in, close it down. Lift and kick, in and lower. Lift and kick, flex that foot, in and lower. 2 more, lift and kick, in and lower. Last one, lift and kick, in and lower all the way down. Very nice. From here, let's just roll onto our stomach. So keep the band there around the knees. Roll yourself down onto your stomach. Bring your feet about hip distance apart and parallel. And we lay ourselves down, hands come into a little goalpost position here. Nose is just going to hover. Take a breath in. As you exhale, imagine you have a little marble under that nose that you want to roll away. Come up into a back extension, but keep your gaze down towards your mat. So that gaze comes just down so you're not going to overextend that neck. Lower down and lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Take it down. And lift, applying a little bit of pressure through those forearms, but really think of this as a mid-upper back extension. And lower. Last 3. And down. For 2. And down. Last 1. And lower all the way down. Take your hands, bring your right hand down, left hand on top of it, and place your forehead down onto those hands. Think of length through those legs now. Let's take the right leg, point to the toes, lift that leg up. No bending from the knee. Left side, lift and lower. Other side, lifts and lowers. You're pointing so far away through those toes that that leg wants to lift off of the mat while staying really straight. Hip bones are staying down onto the mat. Good. If your heels want to fall in towards each other, allow for that. That's okay. Just lift and lower as long as that leg is staying nice and straight. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Place it down, both legs together. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. Lots of engagement into that glutes and the hamstring to really lift that leg up. And down. For 4 and lower. Last 3. Take it down and 2 and 1. Place it all the way down. Bring your hands next to your side. Lift yourself up. We're going to turn ourselves over so that we can come to that other side of that leg. So I'm just going to turn around to face you. You're going to bend your elbow underneath of your head and reach those legs out nice and long. So let's start with that band down on the arches of the feet like we did on the other side. So in your elegant way of putting it on, more elegant than me hopefully, bring yourself into that one long line. Place your hand in front of you just for that support. Hip bones are facing forward, flexing the feet. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. 4, 5, and down. Last 4, and down. For 3, take it down. Last 2, and 1. Place it all the way down. Take that band and let's bring it up just above the knees. So it comes just a little bit above that knee joint. Open it out and let's bend the knees here, placing them one on top of the other. Hip bones are stacked, shoulders are stacked. If you want to place your hand onto your hip here, you can get that feedback. Keep your feet together. Lift the top knee and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Really focus on keeping those hips facing forward. For 3 and 2 and 1. Place it down the whole leg now. Up and down. Toe in line with ankle, ankle in line with knee. Lift and lower. For 5, and down. Hip bones stay facing forward. 4, and 3. This is 2, and 1. Place it down. Give it a little tap before we move on, because now we're going to lift, kick out, bend, and lower. Lift, kick out, bend, and lower. Flex that foot. Lift, kick out, bend, and lower. 2 more. Lift, kick out, bend, and lower. Last one. Lift, kick out, bend, and lower all the way down. From here, roll back onto your stomach. Open those legs out nice and wide. Also, just again, about as wide as the mat. Lower yourself down, bring your arms into a little W position here. Gaze is going to go down towards the mat. Neck is just going to stay nice and long, hovering that nose. Take a breath in. As you exhale, this time we lift the elbows and the arms and the upper body all off the mat. Lower it down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. For 4. And down. Exhale, 3. And down. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Lower it down. And now the lower body is going to be added. So as we lift that upper body, lift the legs. And lower. Point through those toes. Exhale. And inhale. Feel if you can feel one side taking over, and then really focus on that other side. Lift. And lower. For 3. And 2. We're going to hold the next one lifted. Hold it there. Open and close those legs. Tiny little pulse out on that band. Yes, let's reach the arms forward whilst we're pulsing out. Tiny little open and close with those arms. So it's like a little starfish. Keep the gaze down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place everything down. Bring your hands next to your shoulders. Press yourself up. Come into a shell stretch as much as you can with that band around the knees. Take a big breath in here, breathing in through the nose. Nice big exhale out through the mouth. One more big breath in. And exhale, slowly start to roll that spine back up. Let's come over onto our bums. Take that band off and just lay yourself down onto the mat. Let's take the band, bring it around the arch of the right foot and reach that band up towards the ceiling. The left leg can either be bent or extended along the mat, whichever feels better here for you. And you can have a little bend into that right knee if needed, depending on how tight your hamstrings are feeling today. Hold onto your band. And if you don't have a band, you can just hold onto the back of your leg here. Just stretch out through those hamstrings. Take a big breath in. And exhale, bend into that leg. Release it down. Switch sides. Place it around the left foot. Reach it up towards the ceiling. Grab hold of that band. Grab hold of your leg. Take that right leg. It's either going to be bent or it's going to be straight along the mat. Good. Take a big breath in. Nice big stretch into the hamstring. One more breath in. Exhale, bend that leg. Release it down. Let's take both legs, hug them in towards your chest, and take a few rocks from side to side. Take one more breath in. And bring your hands behind your knees. Exhale, roll yourself all the way up to seated. And that's it. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this full body sculpt. If you enjoyed it, please like and maybe subscribe because it helps us support the channel. And I hope to see you again on the mat very soon. Bye.